Let's get right into it. Number 9. The elevator stare. You step into an elevator with strangers, and suddenly everyone acts like the floor numbers are the most fascinating thing they've ever seen. Eyes go up, down, anywhere but at each other. An invisible force makes us all stare at anything except each other. We're running the same ancient software from our monkey ancestors. Scientists found that rhesus macaques do the exact same thing when stuck in tight spaces. Staring at someone in a confined space could mean you're looking for a fight. Ancestors who learned to look away got into fewer fights and survived longer. Now we're stuck with this programming. We all pick our own little safe zones in the elevator. The person in front stares at the floor numbers like they hold the secrets of the universe. The guy in the corner suddenly finds his shoelaces absolutely fascinating. The lady next to you studies the elevator inspection certificate like it's tomorrow's exam material. And there you are, neck craned up, counting the dots on the ceiling tiles. It's our brain's way of saying, I come in peace without speaking. Number 8. The Sidewalk Shuffle. You're walking down a busy street, suddenly face to face with someone coming the other way. Then comes the weird dance. You step to the right to avoid them, but they do the same thing. You step left, they mirror you again. You're both stuck in this awkward shuffle like two robots stuck in a loop. Scientists studied this dance. Your brain plays a high-stakes game with the stranger's brain. Mirror neurons fire, trying to copy their movements to avoid a collision. But their brain is doing the exact same thing. Two brains trying to outsmart each other, both working on a delay. It's like online gaming lag, but on the sidewalk. The more you try to think about it, the worse it gets. You start overthinking every move like you're playing 4D chess with a stranger on the sidewalk. Number 7. The door holding calculus. Your brain turns into NASA mission control when someone's walking behind you towards a door. In just a split second, you're doing complex math. Your brain calculates their speed, distance, and trajectory, like it's plotting a missile launch. The weird part is nobody taught us this math. Your brain uses a built-in formula. Distance divided by walking speed, minus the awkwardness factor of holding the door too long. If someone's 2 steps behind you, you hold the door. If they're 20 steps away, you let it close. But there's a gray area in between where things get messy. Like when you're not sure if you should hold it, but you do anyway. Now the other person feels obligated to do that weird half-jog thing to catch up. They don't want to jog. You don't want to wait, trapped in this strange social dance. If you mess up the calculation, like letting the door slam in someone's face, you'll remember it years later. Scientists studied this and found we all have roughly the same door-holding radius hardwired into our brains. It's about 8 to 10 feet. This rule exists in every culture. It doesn't matter if you're in Tokyo or Texas, everyone's doing the door calculus. Number 6. The after you vortex. You're walking up to a door and someone else arrives at the exact same moment from the other side. What follows is a weird dance that no one taught you, but somehow everyone knows the moves. After you, you say politely. No, after you, they reply. And just like that, you're both trapped in what you might call the after you vortex. It's like a glitch in the Matrix where two people get stuck in an endless loop of politeness. You both stand there, awkwardly gesturing at each other like two NPCs in a broken video game. This tiny moment of social paralysis happens millions of times every day across the world. This behavior comes from old times when social status was a huge deal. Back then, letting someone go first was like saying, hey, you're important. But now we're all just standing there, holding doors open like we're all secretly royalty. Then other people show up and have to watch this awkward politeness battle unfold. Now you've got an audience for your social anxiety performance. The only way to break free is usually body language, a quick laugh, a nod, or someone finally getting desperate enough to just go through. Number 5. Public phone call muffle. Everyone automatically starts whispering when they take a phone call in public. It's like there's an invisible volume switch in our brains that clicks on the second we answer our phones. You could be talking normally to your friend face-to-face in a coffee shop, but the moment you get a call, your voice drops to secret agent levels. And this happens even when the conversation isn't private at all. You could be discussing the weather or what to have for dinner, and suddenly you're acting like you're sharing nuclear launch codes. Scientists think this might be leftover behavior from our caveman days. Back then, drawing attention while sharing private info wasn't a good survival strategy. Studies show people find overheard phone conversations way more annoying than regular face-to-face chats. Even at the exact same volume, our brains seem hardwired to hate hearing half a conversation. When hearing both sides of a chat, your brain follows along, but with a phone call, you only get half the story, and your brain gets frustrated trying to fill in the blanks. Modern phones are designed to pick up our voices just fine at normal volume, so when we whisper, we're actually making it harder for the person on the other end to hear us. Number 4. The "you too" trap. You're at a restaurant. Your server brings your food and says, "Enjoy your meal," and you blurt out, "You too," but they're not eating, they're working. You just wish them an enjoyable meal that doesn't exist. Now you're sitting there marinating in awkwardness while your actual meal gets cold. This happens so often that servers have started keeping count of how many "you toos" they get per shift. Some report getting up to 20 accidental "you toos" in a single day. It's not just restaurants. Movie ticket person says, "Enjoy the movie," and your brain says, "You too." Flight attendant says, "Have a nice flight," and you say, "You too." We're so used to mirroring positive phrases back at people that we don't stop to think if it makes sense. It's like our mouths are working faster than our brains. Some servers have turned this into a game. They deliberately say, "Enjoy your meal," just to see who falls into the trap. It's like fishing, but instead of fish, they're catching social anxiety. Number 3. The last slice standoff. There's one slice of pizza left in the box. Everyone wants it, but nobody's reaching for it. It's a weird Mexican standoff, but with pepperoni instead of guns. Everyone's eyeing it, but nobody's touching it. Your brain stops you from grabbing it. It's this unwritten rule that taking the last slice makes you look like a pizza-hoarding monster. Scientists think this comes from our caveman days, when being seen as greedy could get you kicked out of the tribe. Thousands of years later, we're still playing this game of "No, you take it." With a piece of cold pizza, everyone suddenly becomes a master of fake politeness. "Oh no, you take it." No, I insist you have it." Meanwhile, everyone's secretly hoping someone else will just grab it so they can judge them. Some people try to solve this by cutting the last slice into smaller pieces, but that just creates more tiny standoffs. Now, instead of one awkward moment, you've got 4. When someone finally breaks and takes it, they always feel the need to explain themselves, like they're on trial for pizza theft. Number 2. Library voice instinct. You start whispering the moment you walk into a library, even if the place is completely empty. Your voice drops to a hushed tone. It's like an invisible librarian is following you, finger pressed to their lips. Nobody actually tells you to be quiet anymore. Most libraries don't even have "silence please" signs these days, but your brain goes into whisper mode anyway. Scientists call this behavioral setting theory. The high ceilings, the rows of books, the grand staircases, they all signal "be quiet" without saying a word. This instinct kicks in before you even get inside. There's a story about a woman who started whispering while climbing the library steps. Her kid asked her why she was being so quiet, and she had no answer. This happens even in abandoned libraries. You could be the only person in a massive library building, and you'd still feel weird talking normally. It's like being loud in a library would somehow offend the books themselves. Your brain thinks, better whisper, don't disturb the paper. Number 1. The waiting before eating commandment. You're sitting at a table. Your favorite meal is right in front of you, steam rising from the plate, and your stomach is doing backflips of excitement, but you don't touch it. You just sit there, staring at your food like it's your ex's Instagram profile, because someone at the table doesn't have their food yet. This weird little rule is something we all follow, but no one really knows why. It's like we're all part of some secret food cult, where eating before everyone else is served is punishable by death stares. This rule shows up everywhere. Fancy restaurants, family dinners, even lunch breaks with coworkers. Back in medieval times, if the host started eating first, it showed guests the food wasn't poisoned. Nowadays, it's morphed into a social test. Start eating too soon, and you look inconsiderate. Sometimes this rule creates more awkwardness than it prevents, like when someone's food is taking forever and they keep saying, "Please, start eating," but nobody does. So everyone just sits there, watching their food get cold, trapped in a polite standoff. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.